Hi, I'm so happy you are here. This broadcast or this information session is going to be really unique because it's keyed right into the tattoo artist. And I have loved law of attraction. I love law of attraction. I practice it all the time. I find it has completely shifted my life. And as I was walking out of the house today to do this program for you, I picked up this book, which I've been carrying around with myself for a while. And I thought how perfect it is because law of attraction just brings that kind of stuff to you. So I'm really excited to share this with you. And it's all about art and the changing scene of art, about the artist and how the artist sees things and embraces life. So this book, which is Painting and Understanding Abstract Art by Leonard Brooks, and anyway, it says, and I'm just going to quote a few things here and tie it up later. So the painter teacher, that's me, may readily forget that only a few years ago he too may have been unreceptive to the many strange new types of painting that were emerging from the changing times, and that his growth of understanding has long been arduous. So the shifting scenes of art is what we are seeing today. People are walking around with art not only in their homes but on their body. This is remarkable. This is so cool. So most of us, he goes on to say here, laymen as well as artists must deal with new ideas that have been beyond the furthest possibilities of the imagination only a few years ago. Now, if someone had told me when I was a boy that during my lifetime a man would be whirling in space at more than 17,000 miles an hour and circling the world 22 times in 34 hours, I would have suspected his sanity. Yet this is happening as I write. Now, listen really careful here. This is happening as I write, and such things will be commonplace, or at least routine, before long when man reaches for and gets to the moon. That's right, gets to the moon. That's in our consciousness. We have been to the moon. So put this all in perspective. This book was written in 1964. So the artist, what's the artist's job? The artist's job is to reflect and interpret feelings and reassess and make changes all the time. So the artist that's aware and incorporates in his dreams the miracles of man and his relationships to them. Some of the wonderment and mysteries of existence must of necessity appear in any good painter's work. The modern artist, that's us, both the inner and outer world of mind and emotion, and that's what I'm going to share with you today, of the outer world of the senses, as though he was the very first person not only to see this, but to set forth it into the world as an art form. And that's what I am going to do today for you and for me, because I love this stuff so much. So welcome, welcome. Today is about the tattoo artist and how he sees the world, or she sees the world, and how it all relates to the inner emotional workings of your mind through law of attraction. So let me ask you, are you one of those creative types, like an artist? Yeah, you are. Or maybe you're a crafter or even an artisan, but mainly a tattoo artist that's been setting goals or using goals and maybe even using the law of attraction with your art, but you're not getting the results you want, or you're brand new to law of attraction, and you're curious. You're curious why things keep showing up in your life in a negative way, and you want it to stop. You don't want to have negative advice or negative customers or people who just plain don't want to pay for their art, you know. So you go, what's up with that? What is up with that? Well, as I will explain to you why it is that you're not getting what you want to attract to your business in your life. And more important, why you are attracting things, because I know that you are. So, a little bit about me. I'm Sandra Longmore. I am an energy master. I am a professional artist. I am in my art studio at the school where I work, Medallion Art School. And I practice my craft of mastering energy all the time, which means that I'm flowing with the highest vibration that I can find or I can currently connect to. And I learned how to do that because I am a certified law of attraction trainer and a certified life coach and a certified energy master for advanced coaching. And I'm a published author and, as I told you, a teacher of art and a lover of art. And today we're going to talk about the tattoo artist and how the tattoo artist and artisan can stop attracting things that aren't working anymore. Maybe that's like your staff or your clients, or you're going, this is so much frustration. I am so frustrated. Why aren't things going like I want them? Well, guess what? It's all law of attraction. So tune in while I teach you what you need to know to find out why you're attracting these negative things. And most importantly, how to reset this button, this great big reset button. Wouldn't that be nice? Well, you're going to have one of those very soon. And you want to learn how to do that. You want to learn how to push that button because it shifts your energy completely. And when you can get with these energy shifts, life just opens up and becomes awesome. So I'm going to help you today with great tools and tips. So get your sketch pad out. I'm probably, if you're an artist, you already have it out, and a pencil or some colored pens. And because you're going to want to write down some notes, and you probably will want to listen to this material more than once because it's very, very rich in content. And you're going to get more out of listening to it more than once. You know, I have a reputation. People ask, how do you stay so positive and energetic? And they also say, how old are you? Well, I'll tell you, I'm 72 and I feel like I'm 20. I am turned on by life. And, artists know more than anybody, I think, how to live ageless and, more important, how to be happy and laugh a lot. You know, Artists just automatically look for the beauty in things, see the beauty in things, and feel energetic. And because we do laugh a lot. And we practice our art and practice law of attraction 24 hours out of the 7 days of the week. So I think of it as the law of attraction is the best vitamin P pill ever. Now, if I were in your shoes and I heard these words, sees beauty, happy, laughs a lot, looks and feels energetic, and ageless, loves life, I'd want that vitamin so big time. And, I remember long ago, just like that book I was just reading to you about abstract art and just about how people are looking at tattoos today and maybe wondering if they want to have a tattoo and what's it's all about, and this new way of looking at art on the body. Well, it's new to us today. And I remember 20 years ago, 10 years ago, where law of attraction was sounded woo-woo, and I didn't want people to know that I was interested in it. But today, even corporations are asking for this training on law of attraction because it works. And today, you see tattoos on everybody. Last night, the Lady Gaga, when she raised her hands, she had tattoos on both parts of her arms and on her back. You see tattoos as art on the body all over the place, and it's wonderful to see this new art emerging. Now, the word, just like tattooing, really is age. It's been around for a long, long time. There are cultures who have always had uh, tattooing. And similarly, the word law of attraction is new. People say they haven't heard it. Well, but the experience of law of attraction is the oldest thing on the planet. And, it always will be there because it's a universal energy. Now, I know you know this because you've heard words like synchronicity, coincidence, meant to be, out of the blue, faith, and karma. And you go, say, to the grocery store and you meet somebody and you say, "Hey, I was just going to talk to you about something and I'm so glad I ran into you." Well, you could have just as well said, "This is so law of attraction," or "This is here because of me," because that's true. You have created it into your life, or just like that book I read to you, "This is here because of me." Those are coincidences, co-created incidences that where cooperative components came together at one time. Or "This is here because of me," if you want to say it simply. Now, I'm sure you've created and experienced things like this. Maybe even later on today, you'll experience some. Bet you will. And this is so cool because we are at the time of expansion and we're on this leading edge. And things are becoming mainstream. You can Google them. You can look it up on Facebook. You can, catch something like this that's talking about your love of tattooing and your love of art and law of attraction. I mean, how much better does that get? Yes, we are at the time of a paradigm shift, and this is leading edge stuff. So get your sketch pads ready. You're going to want to listen to this. And I'm going to tell you about the definition of law of attraction. And I want you to remember that you're already experiencing it. If you have ever said anything like words like coincidence or serendipity or "this is amazing," at that very moment you could have said something like this. This is so law of attraction. So that's how those things come across. Now, you will learn today how to apply the law of attraction into your artist business, into your tattoo business, and your life experience. And why in the heck do you want to do it in the first place? Because so you can attract resources, people, contacts, information, ideas, and amazing opportunities. That's how it's done. I love that word, amazing. My granddaughter says it like this: amazing, amazing, yes, amazing opportunities. And it's not a big secret. I'm going to teach you how to make things come to you easily through the understanding of the law of attraction. So the first part here today is how to stop attracting negative things. Doesn't that make sense? To step up today, and I'm going to say stop. Stop negative things today. Stop. I should write that on my hand. Stop negative things today. Then I'm going to teach you the 3-step formula, the how. How do I attract what I do not want in my life? And I have a very special 4-part program that I'm going to talk to you about later. It is awesome. So here's my promise to you. You're going to leave this hangout with a better knowing of what is law of attraction, and you're going to learn the 3 words to stop using, and you're going to learn the definition of law of attraction. The law of attraction states whatever I attract in my life, whatever I give my out at energy, focus, and attention to. So I attract to my life and business whatever I give energy, focus, and attention to. Interesting. There's no separation here. The law of attraction doesn't just divide itself up. It's a stream of energy. It's poetic. It's multi-leveled. It's it's doggone, it's what makes you laugh when you think about it. It's what makes you smile when you're walking out of your house and you think, "I'm going to take this book today because it really relates." That's so law of attraction. And that's there because of me, because I gave energy, focus, and desire to this hangout today for the tattoo artist. So you're the one pulling the strings. I'm the one pulling the strings. And we are all accountable. That means we're accountable for our actions and whatever we give this energy, focus, and desire to. So, whatever you want, you need to give it energy, focus, and desire. Now, that kind of sounds like a lot. When I give attention, am I giving it my energy? Yep. When I give it energy, am I giving it my focus? Yep. Well, this is kind of like a personal accountability system. Well, that brings us, you and I, to the way law of attraction works. And that's all about this word, a short little word called vibe. The reason you need to know that is so that you can stop attracting the things you don't want to. First, the law of attraction says that whatever I give attention, focus, and energy to, I get more of, right? Yep. You mean I only have to do that? You're saying I only have to do that? I only have to go around and be happy and give energy, focus, and attention to? Pretty much. But, here's the but. Whether the definition goes like this. The law of attraction says whatever I give attention, focus, and energy to, I get more of, whether positive or negative. Positive or negative. So, negative or positive makes the difference in what you attract into your life. So, do you mean that the universal energy doesn't know, Sandra, do you mean to tell me that the universal energy doesn't know that I only want positive things? Law of attraction doesn't. It doesn't have a brain. It's not a decider. Well, how in the heck does it work then? Well, no brain can't decide, just is. Let me think a while. What else do I know that's just like that? Cha-ching! Oh yeah, gravity. Gravity. It's just an energy doing its thing. Law of attraction is just an energy doing its thing. You know, I found a quote on the internet that I thought was so good. Attracted it, law of attraction, I attracted it. So this quote is by J.B. Smoove, and it talks about gravity and law of attraction. So it goes like this, and I quote, you know how you put peanut butter on a piece of bread and you get ready to eat it? That's not in the quote, but anyway. And the bread falls. Well, it never falls on the bread side down. It always falls on the peanut butter side down. And that is there because of gravity. Well, I think this takes in both the laws of gravity and law of attraction. Gravity, because it fell to the earth, and law of attraction, because you thought about it always falling on the wrong side. So the law of attraction has a simple job description, and I am going to help you learn this simple concept in a minute. But first I'm going to share with you a shorter definition of law of attraction by sharing with you how this law of attraction works. How does it roll? Well, the law of attraction works through a word called vibe. And that vibe comes from a longer word called vibration. Well, think about how you use your vibes. Good vibrations. You could have said good vibrations. Vibrations feel good in this room, or I don't like that vibe. There's that customer coming in. I can see him from across the way, and I don't like his vibe. So that's called your vibe and your vibrations. Now that you know that the word vibe and vibration is the same, I bet you use it all the time. But if you're just starting to use the word, you are really describing a vibration. So a vibe is simply a word used to describe a mood or feeling. And you might want to write that one down or doodle it down. The law of attraction could be called the law of vibration. So let's look at it another way. Let's look at it with this meter reader. So this meter reader, say you had a meter reader like this, where you had positive vibe, negative vibe, and you have neutral vibes. And so somewhere on this vibe is your mood or feeling that you're feeling every single day. So if you're here with the negative vibe, then you are feeling not so hot, maybe not very good at all. And it's going to be a bad day, going to rain, I'm going to stub my toe, whoops, traffic is terrible, etc., etc. If you have a positive vibe, you're saying, hey, Happy Monday, everybody. Or you're just feeling good and traffic is easy and you're singing to the radio and you're humming as you're doing your tattoos. It's a darn good day. Well, I don't know about you, but if someone was giving me a tattoo and they were grumbling about the weather and the traffic and everything else, I go, can we stop this tattoo right now and wait for a better day for you? Or I might say something like, you know, I really don't think I want a tattoo today. And I'd probably find somebody that was more on the positive end of life to give me my tattoo. Because you know what? That's on my skin. When I raise my arms and it shows to the world what I think and feel, I want it to say, Law of Attraction, look, I want good things in my life. That's what I want my tattoo to say. So this is the way the artist feels. The artist feels emotions and vibrations. And so how does a positive vibe feel? Some people need this. They need to know how a positive vibe feels. Well, let's say you had a vibrational meter. I'm looking for my vibrational meter, which is my phone, but I can't find it. So I'm going to just use this. Suppose you have a vibrational meter reader like this. It's kind of a James Bond thing. Pink. It's a pink James Bond thing. And I can uncap it like this. And I can point it at somebody and a little light will come out of that that'll only be seen by me, and I can go and I can find out if that other person is feeling what they are feeling. So say if I want to go into a bank and get money and there's a whole bunch of bankers there, I'm going to take my little meter and I'm going to uncap it and I'm going to point it and I'm going to find out which banker in there wants to give me money today. And it's going to go ding, 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 ding right there. And I can feel it vibrate in my fingers. And I know that that banker is going to give me money. Also works for Las Vegas. Try it. So everybody has a mood or a feeling. Big deal, you might be saying. So I have feeling. Big deal. Well, the big deal is, it's a very, very big deal because feelings are challenging. You can feel them. That's why they're called feelings. You can feel them. Maybe in the pit of your stomach it goes like that, or your heart starts to beat and you can't think very well. And so the good news here, the good news is, yeah, you have feelings, but they're your guidance system. That's your good news. And you can learn how to shift them with practice. You can actually feel the shift. You can feel your head lift up. It's the best thing in the world to learn how to do that. And I'm not saying you shouldn't have feelings, because most certainly you should have feelings, because they are your guidance system. They're telling you what's good for you and what's not so good for you. But the big deal, and this is the big deal, is that the universal energy or the law of attraction will change your world by you when you learning to harness law of attraction. So imagine that you can go around with your vibration James Bond thing, pink, and learn how to harness this incredible, powerful law called law of attraction. Imagine what your world would look like with different thoughts and new possibilities, because you've learned how to shift your thoughts and emotions, and you've learned how to harness the law of attraction. And I'm going to say that right now. You can learn how to create your own vibration, your negative or positive vibration. You can figure out how to shift it and just make it go like you want. Takes practice, but you can do this. And the method of, or the creating power, comes from that universal law of attraction. Law of attraction is the most powerful law in the universe. And the good news is, just like I told you, you can learn how to harness it. You know, do you remember like the movie Avatar? Do you remember when Jake, he climbed on that dragon and the dragon was just wild and jumping and everything. And of course, they were right on a cliff edge. Jake and this jumping wild dragon, and Jake had to learn how to harness the energy of the dragon, and the dragon had to learn how to trust Jake so that they could soar together. And they did it. They did it. They didn't do it through brute strength. They didn't do it through like banging the dragon on the head. They did it by aligning their energies together. And once they were aligned, Jake got on that dragon and they soared in unison. And what were those feelings? Oh, such delicious feelings. Those feelings were freedom and ease and discovery and empowerment and fun. What would it be like if your day was like that? Full of freedom, ease, discovery, and just plain fun. All right, Sandra, you might be thinking, sounds pretty cool, but prove it to me. Guess what? I can't prove it to you. Same like gravity, which is another universal law. I can't put it in a jar, but I could tell you a little bit about gravity. Get up in an airplane and jump out without a parachute, and pretty soon you're going to get the idea about what gravity's all about. So my job is not to prove the universal laws like gravity or the law of attraction exists, but I'm here to help you apply it deliberately, simply, effectively, so you can have ease and flow and freedom and fun in your life. It's well worth it. So, wow. You're going to find yourself saying, after you hear this training today, you're going to find yourself saying, wow, this is pretty coincidence. This is pretty cool. Oh, I get it. I am proving. I get what Sandra said. I am proving that law of attraction exists. I am proving it to myself by the results of what I'm getting. So tell me, when do you have, I'm going to recap here for a minute. When do you have a mood or a feeling? Well, right now. Right now you have one, a mood or a feeling. You cannot have one. It's all around you. Law of attraction's in this world, and you're going to have a mood or a feeling, and it's going to be either negative or positive, and you can only have one feeling at a time. So all what you need to know is that law of attraction is around you. It's in the room, it's outside, it's every place. And you guessed it, what's out there is the law of attraction. And the law of attraction has only one job description. The law of attraction has one job description. Now, before I tell you about that, all jobs have a job description, don't they? Yeah. You know, I had a friend who had a job in the government, and his job description was, oh my goodness, 17 pages long. Yeah, that's a long job description. Well, Law of Attraction's job description is very, very simple. It's so small, you could put it in a little miniature painting. And say it when you see it, it is match vibration. So that's the job description of Law of Attraction. Oh, well, that's way too simple, isn't it? Let's see if we can add some stuff and make it more complicated. You know, add some words, make a whole long list of words to explain it. You know, making things more complicated makes them sound better, but it isn't that way. No. Law of Attraction's job description is just two words: match energy. Now, with all due respect, you give the universe probably way too much credit and too much power. You know, the universe, the energies are great about unfolding your vibration, but you have to get up to speed with the vibration, and then it'll bring what you want out of life by the perfect match. Because the law of attraction is a matcher, not a decider. You know, I know this is a very hard pill for some people to swallow, but if you are not getting it right now and you're not getting what it means, and if you're attracting negative customers, negative clients, and your life just plain sucks and doesn't look like you want it, well, I don't blame you. And you know what? You're really not alone either. Others experience this too. But am saying if you are getting whatever, you have sent the vibration in the first place. Now, I'm not creating this rule. I'm just teaching it. I don't like it either. Sometimes I say, this just plain sucks, especially when you practice it like I practice it. You go, this just plain sucks. I want a new rule. I want law of attraction to say, only attract positive things, period. Then I'd feel really good if I could change the rule. But that's not the rule. It's a universal law, and universal laws are universal. I can't adjust the rule. I can only adjust my vibration and my vibe of what I'm currently attracting, positive or negative. So the rule is law of attraction matches everything. And what you're going to learn today is how to stop attracting negative things. So first, let's identify what negative things you might be attracting. Some of the things that you may want to change are like clients canceling, or trouble at home, or car trouble, or spouse trouble, girlfriend trouble. What about technology challenges? Yeah, maybe you want to change some of those too. Well, for those that are listening, write down one thing that you're currently attracting, because you want to stop attracting that. And you want to learn how to stop attracting that one thing that you don't like about your business or life today. So I'm going to show you a very, very important graphic here, visual. So this visual has 4 things on it. It has words, thoughts, vibes, and results. And I'm going to help you learn how the words you are using creates your results. And because the words create your thoughts, and your thoughts create your vibes, and your vibes create your results. Now, isn't that true? Doesn't that make sense? Doesn't that ring a bell? Say you're like going to walk into a big gallery, or you're going to show your work here to some clients, some new clients, and you feel like hmm, uh, not so good about the vibe. But before you blame the people that you're going to talk to, before you start blaming others, think about what your vibe is. If your vibe is negative, it'll be a perfect match to what your currently point of perspective is. And what you're learning, what happens when you have a lot of negativity in your life and business, it brings more of the same. So look around. Look around at your workspace, your group of friends, your family. You know, you could be sending the negative vibe, and law of attraction is doing this job, matching it. So what do? Well, look at the results. It might be you or someone, but maybe someone you know that gets negative results like that all the time. And what are some of these results that people get? Well, it might be something like money not coming in, or trouble coming up with new ideas. I don't know, most artists have lots of ideas, but maybe you have a kind of a block sometimes. Or maybe you have problems at home. Maybe home isn't such a nice sanctuary like you'd like it. Now, if you and I had just 10 minutes to chat about how bad business is, and how bad our home life is, and how bad the economy is, and how bad all the toxins in the city are, well, that's a negative vibe. So when you have a negative vibe, you kind of look like this. Here it comes. The vibe girl, the bubble girl. So this girl has a negative vibe, and it's just swirling and going all around her, and it's creating more. Yeah, because remember, a perfect match. Law of attraction is a matcher. You look at this vibe and you know that her results are going to be a perfect match. And say, what if you want, I want a better vibe. I want to change these words and thoughts and emotions so I get a good vibe. And a good vibe looks like this. Pink. Yes, the pink girl. So here she is. She's all happy and things are coming her way. Sounds kind of Pollyanna, but I'll tell you, it works. It works so good. So you have a choice. What do you want? You want this girl's day, or do you want this girl's day? I know what I choose. So you'll say, I want that pink bubble. Well, the difference usually happens when this girl tells her story. So the negative girl is almost using 3 words in her story, and those 3 words are causing law of attraction. Law of attraction's a matcher to attract negative things. And the 3 words this gal and maybe somebody you know, or sometimes you are using are, and I'm going to say these 3 words in a minute, but first, I want you to know how to reset your vibration. So I'm going to work backwards and I'm going to do the reset. So if you want your results to change, what have you got to change? Yep, words. You know, words aren't bad, but it's the way you use them. So we're going to play a little law of attraction game to get the point across here. Tell me, what am I giving attention to when I say, I don't want clients to cancel? What am I giving attention to? Cancel. Now that happens because I use these 3 words in my vocabulary. Don't, not, no. So these are the words that you want to eliminate. Write them down. Don't, not, no. Because when you change those words, you can start in with the reset button. Now, the words themselves aren't bad. Like I said, people use them all the time. They're not negative. But when we get back to playing that law of attraction game to get this point across, I want you to tell me, what am I giving attention to when I say, I don't want my clients to cancel? I'm giving attention to cancel. What do I give attention to when I say, I don't want to be late? You're giving attention to be late. And this is my very favorite one. This is not a scam. What are you giving attention to? Scam. And I just thought of another one. When the doctor says this won't hurt, well, yes, it didn't hurt before. I didn't think it was going to hurt before you brought it up. So now maybe you just heard this for the first time and you say, what? What? Don't not know and giving attention. What in the heck is she talking about? What I'm talking about is that your subconscious and law of attraction does not hear these 3 words. Don't, not, know. Doesn't hear. Doesn't have words. It only hears a vibration. So to get you up to speed, to start you to notice, and to get your brain up to speed, well, everybody really does need to do this. I'm going to try another way to explain this to you. You know, I really like technology and I do love Google. You know, it's kind of like law of attraction in a way. Maybe that's why I like it so well. So if you went to Google and you typed in no football, you know what you're going to get? Lots of stuff on football because Google disregards the don't, not, know. And so does your subconscious. So try another word like no puppies and see all the pages that come up, or type in sickness, failure, or don't want to be fat and see what you get. You're going to get lots of stuff on puppies, football, tons of stuff on sickness, failure, and oh my God, fat, 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 fat. So you say, why in heaven's name is this happening to me, Google? Why is this happening to me, law of attraction? I clearly stated I didn't want puppies, football, sickness, failure, to be fat, and all this is happening to me, especially the fat stuff. Well, you see, law of attraction is like Google. It's just matching the meaning of the vibration of what you're thinking and only hears the words, oh, she wants puppies, football, sickness, failure, and oh yes, to be fat. Now, what would your life be like if you used all these words? It would look like this. Your life would be so full of puppies. Oh, all the litter box stuff and all that. And football and oh, sickness and failure and way, way, way too fat. Well, I don't mind the puppy stuff too much, but the other stuff I could do without. So you might be thinking, I've got to change all this. I really, really, really want to change all this. So what's happening here? Well, you have a habit of sloppy thinking. By But now you know the difference. When you change your thinking, your results are going to change. So that's your reset button. Whoops, there it is. There's your reset button. And there's your brain figuring out how to reset by changing the words. So every time you use the words, don't, not, know, come up with the vibe reset button. See it in your head. And you say, when you're thinking no money, trouble at home, time for the reset button. So say it when you see it. This is the reset button sentence. It is, so what do you want? This is the reset sentence. So if I don't want my clients to cancel, what do I want? I want them to keep their appointments. Oh, I don't want a challenging meeting today. What do I want? I would like to have a really good meeting today. Or I don't want to feel rejected today. I would like everyone to accept me today. So whenever you use the words don't, not, know, just give your attention to what you will get. Remember, the words themselves are not bad. It's the vibe behind them. So when you hear yourself saying the big three words, don't, not, know, I want you to hear my voice in your head saying, what do I want? So every time you say those words, don't, not, know, here's the voice you hear in the head. I'm saying it again. What do I want? And here's why. Every time you switch from what you don't want to what you do want, the words change. And remember, then you get things like, instead of don't forget, you could say, remember to bring home bread or broccoli. When I go from what I don't want to what I do want, the words change. And when the words change, what else changes? Yep, you got it, the vibration. I have a little story about that. It's a story about two artist twins. I have a lot of artist friends. Now, these two twins, they look the same because they had the same training and they're twins. And yet, one is very successful and one, his business is just in the tubes. He's always complaining about it, doesn't like it. And from the outside, these two people look the same. In fact, you might even call them twins. But when you look at their vibe, this is what's going on. The one that's successful celebrates. He celebrates all his successes. He tells other people about his goals and his dreams and how close he's getting to them. And he has this button in his office. And he's very, very conscious about what he says and what he thinks and what he does. And the other one, you probably guessed this by now, the other one likes to complain about his life and his business, and he's still trying to figure out why he's attracting negative people and negative things in his life. Now, the biggest difference between this artist is, you guessed it, the bubble. Right, the bubble. So the one has the negative bubble and the other one has the positive bubble. And so this is called the golden bubble. So this girl knows what to put in her bubble. And so I'm going to wrap up today by telling the people a couple of things here about your vibration. If you want to know the vibration you're sending, just look around. Look at your wallet, look at your home life, look at what you are currently receiving. You want to know about your relationship of your friends? Well, look around and who do you talk to or what do you post on Facebook? You know, remember, I did not create this rule of law of attraction. I am the how-to lady that's helping you to learn how to harness its power. So first, I'd like to check to see if I met the criteria of today's show. Did I explain how law of attraction works? Yes. Did I explain why you are attracting negative things in your business? Yes. Did I explain the relationship between the words and the results people are getting? Absolutely. Check, check, check. Did I explain the 3 words to take out of your vocabulary? Absolutely. So, did I give you a reset sentence? Absolutely. And that sentence is, what do you want? What do I want? And I'm going to leave you with some homework. Ideally, this would be to put those words, don't not know, on a piece of paper. And maybe your new password could be, so what do I want? So when you start practicing this over and over again, your world is going to dramatically change. And it's true. It's true. I'm living proof of that. So now get ready for more. And that is the second part of what I'm going to offer today. The first part of the program is to stop attracting negative things. Done. Finished. So the second part is, and by the way, you are going to see the difference when you start practicing what you've learned so far today, and you're going to start proving law of attraction to yourself by the results you're receiving. And the second part of the process here is a 3-step formula. And this 3-step formula is something when you learn, you are going to be amazed. So this fella has the 3 steps up here on his sign, but he's still not sure how to use it. And so that comes in the 4-part series. The 4-part series that I'm offering is like classes. It's done like this in a HangOut way, and you'll have a 10-page workbook for yourself, and where you can write things down in it. And because it just really helps you, and you can invite other people to join in, and we will have you will have other people who will be taking the class at the same time as you, and they will be on the panel. And I'm going to be using accelerated learning techniques. And those are things like showing you visuals like I showed you, making sounds and telling you to say things or think things. And it's all so that you can learn in an accelerated way. And so you will remember 100% of what you heard. And I know you're going to do that today. You're going to be able to learn and remember. You already learned it. You're going to remember 100% of what you heard today. So it's just much better than a lecture. It's a way to really get tapped into this material. And so the next part is the 4-part Hangout series, where you will walk through each part of the formula. And the formula does not get old. You can use it over and over again. And you could use it for things like your ideal tattoo business, your ideal money flow, your ideal body and health. And once you've finished what you want and the first step is done, I have a process that makes this very, very easy for you. So the second step is to give your desire attention, and earlier you saw that in the Bubble Girl. And the third step is you learn by those steps. So the first step is step 1, which is what do you want? And I have a really cool process of how you can do this. The second step is to give your desire attention. Yeah, you give it attention, and I have so many good ways to do that. And the third step, which is the most misunderstood step, is the allowing step. And so the most important step is the allowing step, because the allowing step gets you up to speed. And the speed to which you get law of attraction into your life is depending on this step, that third step, the allowing step. And when you bring this plan, this course, and your new outlook in life to the workplace, you will be amazed, and your co-workers and clients will experience a different you, and you will experience your different you, because you're going to know how to shift your vibrations from when you hear negative things of others. And my hunch is that you are really ready to learn this 3-step formula because you want change. Why wait? Why wait? So I would like to wrap up and give some feedback now about how this would help your tattooing and your business. How do you see yourself doing this? Well, I'll tell you, I see you using it every day because it's practical, no nonsense, tiny, tiny steps that bring great results. I see you using it because you'll be more conscious of the words you are saying. You'll be more self-aware about your personal vibration, and you will know what to do and you'll know how to reframe the negative to the positive. Yes, I know that this will be very helpful to know a lot of people. A lot of people say they know how to be positive, but they really don't say how to do it. And in the three-step formula that I will teach you how to harness the law of attraction to your advantage, how to set up your business plan into momentum of success. And I can promise you new discoveries, great, awesome new discoveries will happen. And you'll be attracting more of what you do want, less of what you don't want. Customers, ideal relationships, ideal money flow. So today was very important. So if you enjoyed today's show, and my hunch is that you did, and that you learned a lot, put a note down to share this event with other people. Now, how do you get on to this 4-part series? Well, the 4-part series, you can learn about it from my internet site. It's sandralongmore.com. And it's low cost here for you for the value, the awesome value. So it's only 2 payments of $48 or 1 payment of $98. So go to my internet site, sandralongmore.com, invite a friend, and the sales page is on that site. And by the way, I also have a Hangout show with guests, spotlight guests, and fun information on every Saturday, the first 3 Saturdays of the month, and it's called Hangout with Sandra Longmore Show. And if you want to get on that list of being invited to the show, you can fill out the form on my internet site. And also, I could spotlight you and your business on that show as well. So I really, really had so much fun here today with you, sharing law of attraction, sharing my insights about how to be an artist and having fun to be an artist. And I really think artists do see more than ordinary people. I think artists have the ability to be more alive and experience all of life. So bye for now, and contact me at sandralongmore.com. Look forward to hearing from you soon.